This conference is being recorded.
Hey, Franklin. How are you? Thanks for joining us.
Good. And yourself?
Very good, very good. You know, we've been friends for maybe a little bit over a year, and we've talked a few times about how you used to date girls, and I know you're a married man now, and seem to be a very happy married man. And you were sharing with me some things that that was really helpful to me and to people that were interested in dating, being successful and happy in dating, and finding a person that you can call, your special someone, significant other, and now that you call your wife. Could you give us, a little background about you and romance in your life, how it all started, and how it became?
Well, I would say in the beginning, in my early years, I was always trying to be, the biggest, male whore that you can be, and I always cheated on every girl that I ever dated. Since I think kindergarten. So I was always, my thing was women and see how many women I could have and all this other stuff. And when I was in the military, I had just as much fun, in the military. And I was really never shy, but with women, but also I wasn't that picky either. So that's kind of how my life always progressed in relationships. Is whoever would like me, I'll like them back. Very few exceptions. And the story behind me and my wife is you always have a master plan of this is the age that I need to get married, this is the age that I want to have babies, this is the age that I need to start slowing it down and start maturing and take life serious. And that kind of happened for me is right when I met Bridget, it's like everything stopped in the sense of me even thinking about cheating, me even contemplating doing anything else with any other women. It was really just Bridget. And I never knew what that was before. And with Bridget, it was neat because not even a week prior to me meeting her, I was already, doing my thing with other women. But when you find that right one, it's almost like you know. And with her, it was pretty much like that. I just knew that this was the one for me. This is the one that. Go ahead.
And what made coming back to say the dating, your dating years, what was it that made girls, attracted to you? Why was it so easy for you to be with so many girls?
Well, I guess because my biggest thing is that I was never shy. I would always look at women in a sense of saying, you know what, if I mess up, I mess up. There's nothing I could do about it. I just need to at least be bold for a split second and just be myself. It wasn't like I was trying to be somebody else. I would just be myself and talk on subjects that I was comfortable about talking about, or if the girl looked pretty, I would tell them that. I would say, man, you look look very nice. You're very gorgeous. And girls like that. I didn't really shy away from talking about them. And I always figured that that's exactly what women wanted. Women like talking about themselves. So if you bring up, talking, hey, your toes look beautiful, your pedicure looks nice, your hair looks good. Just the small little stuff, they're going to be like, really? Oh, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. There you go. That's an open door. Now you're on common ground. I used to be an Army recruiter, and the first thing they used to teach us in recruiting school was build rapport, establish rapport, rapport. And that's exactly what we did. We would just establish rapport. And that's exactly what I did.
That's very interesting. Wow. Okay, so some some guys that are learning about the dating skills, they're new to it. Some books say, hey, don't compliment girls, but you actually are saying do compliment them on the little things, and they're gonna like it. And what those books was probably meaning and saying is don't compliment a girl that is always getting compliments, because you're just gonna be another schmuck, and she's probably got 1,000 compliments, and it's not doing any good. So you probably complimenting the girls that would appreciate it. Did you make a distinction there, or did you just compliment any girls?
I always looked at it like this. With girls that I knew, there's there's perfect 10s, and then there's girls that are like 7s, 6s, and 5s and stuff like that, but are still gorgeous. And I always look for that diamond in the rough, the girl that I know with a little bit of, I wouldn't say training, but I look at it like this. Women are like houses. If the foundation is strong, anything on a house can get remodeled. But the foundation has to be strong. You can't have a cracked foundation and try to build on a house. It'll screw up every time. But if the foundation is strong, I was like, anything can get remodeled. And that's kind of how I looked at it. Now, the perfect 10 girls, the only way that you could get those, you're right. You can't compliment them because they get it all the time, so you got to do something different. But the girls that are like the 5s and 6s that have the potential of being 10s, the girls that can get, rehabilitated basically, but their foundation is strong, those are the ones you could compliment, and it's okay.
I see. That makes sense.
Who's the new guy?
This is Franklin Cruz.
Hey, man, it's Seven.
Seven is one of my friends. He's a really energetic guy, and we hang out. We go to parties in Orlando, and he's a really good guy, good wingman. So I'm interviewing Franklin because he's got a wealth of knowledge. He is what you would call natural, and Franklin has a friend that he has been telling his friend what to do for the longest time to attract girls, and he's not listening. And then Franklin found out that I was actually, into the dating coaching arena, and he said, Fernando, give my friend some advice. And exactly what I told his friend was what Franklin had been telling him all, for the past years. And so this guy, he knows everything because he's done it. He's a natural. He didn't learn it from going to seminars or textbooks. That's who he is.
Oh, okay.
So, Franklin, tell us a story of something that you accomplished, or you had a girl do that in normal circumstances would not be done, but because you were clever or because you were suave, smooth, it happened. I'm sure you have a ton of stories like that.